friends, this review is for A Marvellous Murder by David S. Pederson. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that, so if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on my blog, then the details are within the post. And this is the video review, so A Marvellous Murder by David S. Pederson. Oh, fabulous as always. Absolutely. Yes, darling. Absolutely fabulous. There's an all-star event in Hollywood. It's 1939, and director Orland Orcott is found dead in his study. Like, that just sets this for you completely. And this looks like suicide when he's discovered, but with plenty of people in attendance who also sort of have motive for murder. It's film star Victor who sets out to discover the truth, and he's not going to stop until he's figured it out. I always enjoy David's stories because they are always delivered with such elegance, and you can only get that for the periods they are set in. Like, it's captured so perfectly. You can visualize it, you can imagine it. David also does these great sort of renderings of the dwellings, and you can really picture it that way if you can't sort of imagine it yourself. And I think that really adds and elevates to the novels. It makes it really exciting. But this one holds true to all the glitz and glamour of Hollywood in 1939, or what I know about it from cultural reference. And the characterization of everyone fits the profiles and the manners of the period so well. Victor was most curious, and he was really smart as well. And he was putting together the pieces so quickly. He just knew that Orcott had been murdered right from the start. And no doubt he played the game of pretending, like everyone else, that he thought, oh, this is suicide, how sad. But he had already started piecing bits together from that very, very beginning. He just knew it. And he sort of does this investigation with his boyfriend Griffin and his friend and co-star Eve helping out. They want to know what happened, but secretly they are kind of glad that Orland's dead as well, because he was a pain in the backside, and he really was. We only met him very briefly in the story, but oh yeah, what a piece of work. They themselves almost had motive for the way he had treated them, and so I quickly ruled them out, as did they themselves, because there was just no way they were going to do all this investigating if they'd done something like that, then wanted to sort of, reveal who it was. Just no way. They just wouldn't have got involved. And for once in a murder mystery, I actually suspected the right person, but only because Victor and his friends were finding the clues, and I happened to agree, like, really early on, and I followed their logic and reasoning for these clues. And having met said character who was responsible, again, early on, I understood the reasons. So Victor was thorough in exploring and explaining his theories for each person who could have been a suspect, and then the one at the top of his list, very clearly executed in the way that he shared that information with Griffin and Eve, but also with you as the reader, so you felt really part of the team. And there was always a hint of humour surrounding their discussions and theorising that made this even more fun. So I had a great time reading this, and I can't wait for David's next story. They're always fun, and they're always fabulous, and I enjoy them immensely. But yeah, I really liked this one. It was just fabulous to be a part of the team, and actually, put the clues together sooner as well. That was a real achievement for me. So I really, really enjoyed it, and I hope you will too. I'll pop a link in the description so you can grab a copy of A Marvellous Murder by David S. Pederson, which I hope you will. If you've read A Marvellous Murder, would love to know what you thought of it, so please do share and let us know. And if you haven't read it yet, but you're planning to read it, it's on your to be read list, so you're now super, super intrigued and thinking, yes, I'd really like to read that, then again, please do let us know, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I really, really hope you enjoy it. Bye.